Hi, today me and my friend are going to present about our case study 2 for subject TFN 40253 Cloud Computing. Our lecturer is Puan Nur Shahidayu binti Othman. So this is the group members. My friend name is Kirti Kumaraguru, while my name is Swanli Gunasegara. The first question for case study 2 is define Amazon EC2 services. Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, which is EC2, is a web service provided by Amazon Web Service (AWS) that offers scalable compute capacity in the cloud. It simplifies the process of web-scale cloud computing for developers by providing resizable compute capacity, reducing the time required to obtain and boot new server instances to minutes. EC2 also allows users to quickly scale capacity both up and down as their computing requirements change, providing complete control over computing resources. It offers a wide range of instance types optimized for different use cases such as compute optimized, memory optimized, storage optimized, and GPU instances. Moreover, users can also customize their instances, configure security and networking, and manage storage. EC2 eliminates the need for upfront investments in hardware and allows users to pay only for the resources they use.
Question 2 is explain the relation between AMI and instance. A pre-configured virtual machine image known as an Amazon machine image is used as a template for starting instances in the Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, which is known as EC2. A running copy of the AMI with the same software configuration and parameter is known as an instance. The operating system, applications, libraries, and settings are all defined by the AMI along with the instance's initial state. When an instance is launched from an AMI, it copies the virtual machine defined in the AMI and uses it to operate the instance as a cloud-based virtual server. In conclusion, an AMI acts as a model or template for starting instances in EC2, and instances are built from the AMIs to operate as a virtual server in the cloud.
Question 3 is there are mainly four types of storages provided by AWS, which are Amazon EBS, EC2 Instance Store, Amazon S3, and Amazon EFS. Describe these storages for Amazon EC2 instances. First is Amazon Elastic Block Store, which is EBS. Block level storage files are offered by Amazon EBS and can be connected to EC2 instances. It can be used to keep persistent data that needs to persist past the life of an instance and is comparable to a virtual hard disk. Second is Amazon EC2 Instance Store. It provides temporary block level storage physically attached to the host computer of an EC2 instance. The data stored in an instance store volume is deleted when the instance is stopped or terminated. It is used for temporary storage or scratch data that does not require persistence. Third is Amazon S3. Any amount of data can be stored and retrieved using this object based storage tool from any location on the internet. It is frequently used for sorting and retrieving large quantities of data, including backups, archives, and multimedia content. It is highly scalable, reliable, and secure. Last one is Amazon EFS. It provides a fully managed file storage service that can be used to create and configure file systems that can be mounted to EC2 instances. It provides scalable, highly available, and highly reliable file storage that can be accessed from multiple EC2 instances simultaneously.
So for question 4, it is divided into three parts, which is explain the region in Amazon EC2, explain the availability zone in Amazon EC2, and how AWS EC2 availability zone are connected. So for the first one, A region in AWS refers to a geographical area where Amazon has data facilities. Multiple availability zones, which are remote areas within a region, are included in each region. So, for availability zone, data centers that are linked and built to be a fault tolerant are known as availability zone. Although each availability zone is situated in a separate part of the world, low latency links connect them. High availability and fault tolerance are made possible by the presence of numerous availability zones within a region. The other availability zone in the same region can still operate if one goes offline due to an unexpected event like a natural disaster or a power outage. This lessens the negative effects of downtime on services and apps. So, for the third part, how AWS EC2 availability zones are connected. We can select an availability zone inside of a region when we start an EC2 instance. To increase availability and fault tolerance, we can configure our application to distribute its resources across numerous availability zones. Elastic load balancing and auto scaling are two additional AWS services that assist in distributing traffic and scaling resources across multiple availability zones. In conclusion, Amazon EC2's region and availability zone are created to offer high availability and failure tolerance for cloud-based software and services. Availability zones are a new network of interconnected, fault-tolerant data centers within a region that are linked by low latency connections. So for the fifth question, Amazon EC2 service is a cloud service. So it has all the cloud features. So for the fifth question, we need to describe all the features of the Amazon EC2. The first is security, which is a number of security features including the network security group, firewall rules, and encryption options are available to customers of EC2. The second is load balancing, which is the load balancing features of EC2 allow you to divide incoming data among several instances. Third is AMI, which is Amazon Machine Images, pre-configured virtual machine that users can start and as instances are made available by EC2. Additionally, users have the option of developing and sharing their own unique AMIs. Fourth is auto scaling. To automatically change the number of instances based on the demand for the application, EC2 offers auto scaling capabilities. This guarantees that both the instances are used effectively and that the application can manage sudden spikes in traffic. Next is scalability. Depending on their needs, users of EC2 can rapidly scale up or down the number of instances they are using. As a result, companies find it simple to adapt to shift in demand and traffic jams. The sixth is flexible pricing. EC2 offers different pricing options, including on demand, reserve, and spot instances. Spot instances are where users can bid on unused EC2 capacity and pay the current spot price, while on-demand instances are billed by the hour with no long-term commitments. Reserve instances give a significant discount on the hourly rate in exchange for a one-time payment. Seventh is availability. EC2 is a platform that allows users to launch instances in multiple availability zones in order to increase fault tolerance. Availability zones are separate data centers within a region that are isolated from each other in terms of power, cooling, and network connectivity. The eighth is multiple operating systems. EC2 can run on a wide range of operating systems, including Windows, Linux, and Unix. You can choose the operating system that best fits your needs and customize your instance with your preferred software and application. Ninth is data transfer. Users of EC2 have access to a variety of data transfer choices, including AWS Direct Connect, Amazon S3, and Amazon EBS. This makes it simple for customers to move data between their instances and other AWS services. The tenth is monitoring and management. EC2 provides users with tools for monitoring their instances and applications such as CloudWatch and the AWS Management Console. These tools allow users to monitor performance, manage resources, and automate tasks. Users can also use third-party tools and services to monitor their EC2 instances and applications. Lastly, placement groups. EC2 provides placement groups to allow instances to be placed in close proximity to each other, which can improve network performance and reduce latency.
Okay, to create a security group in EC2, we have to sign in into our AWS account first. So now I have signed in. Then later on I have to click this EC2 tag because I have started earlier. Then after clicking the EC2 services, we have to see security groups on the left side under the network and security tag. So we have to click the security groups. So now on the top of right side, we have to click the create security group tag to create our security group. Here we have to key in the details. First of all, we have to key in the basic details, which is the name of our security group. Mine goes to web server security group. And then for description, I put the same. Then for inbound rules, we have to click the add rule tag. Then we have to add SSH, HTTP and HTTPS. First, I want to add SSH, so we can search here. And then for the source, we have to click anywhere IPv4. Now I want to add HTTP. Again, I have to search. For source, it is same, anywhere IPv4. Then last one is HTTPS. Okay, now we have created inbound rules. For outbound rules, it's be the same because default. And then for tags optional, we have to add a new tag. So the key is I'm putting as name. Then the value is I'm putting the security group name, which is web security group, web server security group, web server security group. After we key in all the data, we click this create security group tag. Wait for a while, and then yes, we have created a security group because it shows the green color. Okay, now I'm going to display step-by-step configuration to access and setting up an Amazon EC2 instance. For that, we have to open our AWS account and sign in, and then go to services and search for EC2 service. But in my account, I have start the EC2, so I have to click this. And then second step is we have to click launch instance from the EC2 dashboard menu, where this is the EC2 dashboard menu. So here we have to click the launch instance tag. Okay, for the step 3 is we have to fill in the required information for the launch and instance page. First is we have to fill in the name and tag section. For mine, I'm putting as web server. The second step is we have to choose Amazon Linux, which is default as the Amazon machine language MI. Then for instance type, we have to choose t2.micro because it is free tier eligible. Then for key pair, in bracket login, we have to click proceed without a key pair because it doesn't have a key pair. Then in network settings, we have to click edit. And then here, the VPC is we putting as default. Then for subnet, we have to put public subnet 2. After we clicking the public subnet 2, the public IP will be auto assigned as enable. Then for firewall security groups, we have to click select existing security group, and then we click the checkbox because we have created the web security group just now. Okay, then for advanced network configuration, we doesn't have to create any network interface, so we have to stay in the default, which is network interface 1, and the rest are nothing. For configure storage, we have to keep it as a default. Then for advanced details, we have to go to the user data optional section and type the coding. So the user data will be at below. I have copied the coding, so I just paste it over here. So this is the coding for the user data. After we finish keying all the informations, straight away we can click the launch instance under the summary box. So we'll have to wait for a while. Yes, we have created an instance because it shows success over here. And then click instance menu from EC2 panel. And then we have to check the status for our instance we have created. So we have to click here, instances, and the instance is running. So for the status check, we have to reload the page until it shows 2/2 checks passed. So we have to keep on reload. Okay, after we reload, here the status checks will change to 2/2 checks passed. Then we have to click the checkbox to check the web server. In details, there is a public IPv4 address. So we have to click this open address. It will bring us to new page. So we have to wait till the outcome. Yes, here it shows the this site can be reached because this is a secure URL. So for this, we have to click and then delete the word yes. So here, this is the outcome of the coding we put in user data, which is welcome to PBU. Name SUVALINI and Keerthi. Entry number is 21DDT 21F1122 and then 21DDT 21F1025. So this is how we create an instance in AWS account.